Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing good out there. Today, we're going to talk about the full moon that is occurring in Taurus on November 19th. Before we move into that, I want to show you a little bit about the services I offer. This is my website, astrologywithjeffreybryan.com, and you can purchase an astrology reading with me, and it includes the transits as well. You can have a private meditation teaching from me if you would like, and that's recorded as well. Or you can buy my beginning downloadable meditation video that covers everything you'll ever need to know about how to meditate properly and really transform your life. And if you're really stressed out and having a hard time with the energies going on and everything going on in the whole world, meditation is the best way to calm the mind and the self into this deep, relaxed state of healing. And then I also have an MP3 that you can just listen to on how to ground yourself and protect yourself from any outside influences or energies and even entities and attachments. So I find that this grounding method is the best I've ever seen before. So I had to make a audio for you guys to do this yourself. You can do it once a day. You can do it as many times a day as you'd like, but it really will change frequencies and energies affecting your life. And so through the rest of my website, I just have things about me, 4 ways astrology can improve your life you can read about. And then I talk about astrology and some of the planets. And then I talk about why you should learn meditation and all the effects meditation has that benefit our life in really meaningful ways. And lastly, I have a blog. So if you don't want to watch my videos on YouTube and you prefer to read them, you can always go to my blog and read about them. So you just click this one right here and you'll see like the whole forecast for the week ahead of time, so you can read ahead. So now let's analyze the full moon occurring in Taurus. The full moon in Taurus. So the full moon is occurring on Friday, November 19th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So whatever time zone you live in, you'll have to figure out if you really want to know the exact moment where you live. Just have to convert it from Greenwich Mean Time to your local time. So the full moon here is occurring in 27 degrees, 15 minutes of fixed Earth Taurus with the subrulership of Capricorn Saturn. The key word being mastership, meaning our emotional nature is to make use of the power we already have within us in administering to the ills of others. In a full moon, the moon opposes the sun. The sun is in 27 degrees Scorpio with the subrulership of Cancer and the moon. And the key word is attainment. Scorpio is referred to as the sex sign, but with the subrulership of Cancer moon, we have people having vivid ideas and emotions, and this can pertain to anything. However, with the current state we are in with the world, many people are having these ideas and emotions toward their home and country. So the sun is shining his light on our feelings and concerns about our home, country, and our world right now at this time. So the sun and the moon both conjunct the nodes. So here we have a polarization of what direction to take. The keyword for the south node here, so here's the polarization, and the keyword for the south node is devotion. And the south node is where we don't want to be headed. So many are being devoted to their ideas and beliefs and religions and dogmas, as well as their connection with the earth. The sun is shining on the south node, telling us to have faith in the divine intelligence or cosmic consciousness and feel the connection to that source. Once you feel your connection to the source or God, trust the guidance implicitly and don't follow the guidance of others. Follow your own inner guidance, your own judgment. The moon conjunct the north node is where we want to be headed, is in the keyword of intuition. And intuition comes from the Latin, which means to be one with God. So here we have the moon opposing the sun, and they are both conjunct the nodes, telling us to trust our spiritual guidance, which is the direction we want to be going. The transit of the moon to the north node will be over in a day, and the sun's transit to the south node will be over in a week or so. Mercury, our minds, is in a harmonious aspect to Pluto in Capricorn. Capricorn is in idealism. These two are in sync today with grasping ideas and executing them. Pluto is the wrecking ball of our subconscious minds, as well as here on the physical plane, in terms of what he's doing to governments around the world. He's destroying them to build anew. And Mercury is on board with how to go about the attainment of how to collapse a psyche or a country or a world in order to transform it into something more. This shows me a great need for healing to happen in the collective of humanity. A breaking down of the structures of our minds and the way the world works and thinks from all its conditioned needs to be knocked, from all its conditioning, it needs to be knocked down in order for us all to heal so that the collective can move forward in a positive way. We can't move forward unless we undo all the corruption and wrong thinking in the collective. So the moon is the harbinger of mental scars and impressions that we've gained throughout life, experience. And today she's in the keyword of mastership. And like I said earlier, mastership is helping others from the knowledge we already possess within us. To me, this is saying we need to help our fellow man or woman in any way we can with the tools we inherently have within us. The moon is in Taurus, and the ruler of Taurus is Venus. Venus is down here in 12 degrees cardinal Earth Capricorn with her own sub-rulership of Taurus Venus, with the keyword of martyrdom. Venus is love. She's our love nature and our relationship to one another. In this part of the zodiac, she's telling us to use our love nature in whatever environment we are in and to utilize every condition to our purpose. If we fail and have setbacks, she's saying to carry on, because martyrdom is about self-sacrificing a part of ourselves in the interest of humanity for universal progression. Venus forms a harmonious aspect to Uranus in Taurus, and the keyword for Uranus is struggle. Struggle referred to here is Uranus's determination to break free from restrictions imposed upon him by his square to Saturn. So we see here. Uranus is about freedom and liberation and will rebel against anything that stands in his way of independence. Uranus is enlightened thinking and using his high wisdom mind to figure out an inventive solution to the restrictions imposed. Thus, he's in the keyword struggle, figuring out a way to attack certain situations and cause them to crumble. So we have Pluto down here, who's about disintegrating our psyches and world governments. And Uranus is trying to crumble the Saturnian rules, laws, and restrictions confining us in every way, shape, and form. But the struggle takes time. A struggle isn't over quickly. So we have to be patient, as hard as that is. Mars and Mercury over here are both in Scorpio, and they're in a harmonious aspect to Neptune in Pisces. Pisces in the third or spiritual decanate of vicissitudes. And Neptune in this position is about recapitulating our lives by dissolving boundaries. so that the collective can come together. Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, and Venus is love. So that means Neptune is divine love or spiritual love or unity consciousness. And Neptune in harmony with Mercury is in attainment, and Mars is in responsibility. Mars's responsibility is to the Kundalini, or the evolutionary life force within us. Are we going to use Mars's abilities to act in purely physical, material aims by attacking one another? Or are we going to use Mars's abilities to evolve one another to a higher spiritual level, which is what Neptune, or unity consciousness, is bringing about, which is trying to bring about, love for all humanity. Mercury in harmony with Neptune wants to get people's minds focused on unity rather than self. The attainment he's after is the attainment of the collective of humanities coming together as one. He's saying, stop focusing on mundane things and let's focus on what's important so we can attain peace here on earth. For this is our home, and for our future to be bright, we must all be in harmony and unity with one another. Moving forward, the collective has to see what governments around the world have planned for us. People still aren't awake. It's unbelievable the depth of conditioning and psychological manipulation that has been used against us through propagandas on levels not everyone understands. But we're still going to have to go through some trials and tribulations to get the collective on board with moving out of this darkness and into enlightenment. Pluto still has work to do on unraveling the psyches of the collective so he can transform us into something beautiful once he reaches Aquarius down here. Pluto reaches Aquarius in 2025 in January. Uranus will not move out of Taurus and into Gemini until the end of April of 2026. And Neptune moves in and out of Aries for about a year. However, at the end of January 2026, he'll stay in Aries. So we have all this time for these three transcendent planets to evolve us to new evolutionary planes of existence that will be better for humanity in ways we cannot even conceive of yet. It'll blow our minds once we get there, I promise you all. Anyway, thank you for watching the full moon in Taurus, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.